I
Okay.
guess the first question I want to ask you is like, where were you at before you and I started working together? Like mentally and just with the business in general. Like before you clicked on my ad.
So I was liking my job, but I was in an is a time where I felt really complacent with my situation working, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to scale my business, staying at where I was because I was working as an occupational therapist, and there is only so much growth, and I really wanted to get into sales. And so I was just not feeling, I knew that I could do more with my life, and I wanted to control how much time I put into my business. And I also wanted to work from home. That was the motivating factors.
Okay. And when we started, you had zero clients, no coaching program. You had no idea what you're going to sell, essentially.
No, I did not until I spoke with you.
Okay. Um, and so since we've created that new ad for you, I remember you texted me. You're like, whatever you're doing in that ad, it's blowing up. Like, love this ad. Um, how many clients have we signed on for you so far for your program?
So far in full, I have 5 paying clients.
And how does that feel?
It feels great. It does. I mean, now I'm kind of like, uh-oh, I got to actually try to manage how many people that I can put in my program,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But I have put a lot of work into my programs, and I've actually developed 3 programs.
Yeah.
So I'm
And in one day, you made $5,500, which is basically the same amount of money you're making an entire month at your job, like pretty close to it. I
yes.
mean, does does that motivate you? Does that inspire? Like, holy shit, I need to quit this job and do this full time. Like, this is fun. I'm just taking Zoom calls.
Yeah, I really love this. It is exciting in so many ways. I love sales. It's a very kind of adrenaline rushing job. And then I also love making an impact on people's lives. That's the main reason I love it.
Hmm. Before working with me, did you have any concerns?
Working with you,
Yeah, before, like, did you have any major concerns before pulling the trigger? Some people are on the fence, or like, can I trust this guy? Whatever your concerns
I
were.
did start to sweat and was like, what happens if this is a scam for like 2 weeks? And then I realized it wasn't. So, you
Yeah.
know, it did the
What
work.
made you decide to take the step forward anyway with that concern? I guess.
I think I have a pretty good judge on people's character. So I felt that you were authentic and I felt that you were going to be honest in the long run and supportive as a coach. And lastly, I really felt compelled to do something different with my life because stagnation is not for me. I like excelling in every part of my life. And I wanted to see a difference um, in where my career was going,
Hmm.
essentially.
Yeah. So I guess just like last couple of questions. What's the experience been working with me, having me as your coach? And then, um, I guess like for someone who's on the fence of working with me, what would you say to those people? If they're thinking about pulling the trigger, but maybe they just, need a little bit more, I guess, reassurance from someone who's been on the other side. What would you say?
I feel like the only people that really make commitments to themselves to make a difference in their lives are those people that are um, action takers and are motivated to make change. And Sean, you've been a great mentor, you've been a great coach, and that's why I've stuck with you thus far. Especially, the last 2 weeks, you were very sympathetic towards my family emergency, so I really appreciate that.
Hmm. Appreciate that. Yeah. Um, and so, yeah, you would just say like, just take action, just do this now. Why wait another year or two? Like,
Why would you wait when you can make like how much money have I made so far? More than 10,000 because I had signed up different clients at different numbers. When I first started, I started at 2,000, then I moved my price up to 2,500, and now I'm at 3K, and I'm kind of thinking about
we're gonna
30.
raise it again. Yeah.
So that's kind of why wouldn't you do this? And the only reason why I'm trying to think about scaling it is because I really want to put more into my sales. I still want to give a fair price, but ultimately I do feel like my program is different than others. I've literally,
Absolutely.
yeah, I've tweaked my program probably about 10 times each to make it better.
That's what it takes.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, like I'm always spending time making my program just 1% better, and over
Yeah.
time that compounds. And
Mhm.
so I already knew you were going to be a great coach just because you genuinely care. I remember the first question you're asking is like, how do you didn't even care about the marketing and the sales. You were just like, how do I make sure that my clients are happy with the product I give to them? And that's when I knew you're going to be a good coach, like right from the jump. Um, I just want to ask you because like looking like zooming out, right, with this whole system. Before you had no idea how to market, you had no idea how to sell. Now we run a simple ad. We're having people reaching out to you, right? We're having an influx of leads coming to you. I give you a system to then get them on a call with you and reach out and find out more about your, their situation. And ultimately, this is a stranger who didn't know who you were. They saw your ad and they become a paying client of yours within hours later. How insane is this? And how simple is this entire system to you? I mean, it's mind blowing to me how all this stuff works.
So in the beginning, I have to be honest, it was a lot to learn, but as everything is a lot to learn.
Hmm.
But then once you get used to it, after you've done everything, it's very simple. Yeah,
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
is.
How was it when you got your first client after having just a simple 45-minute call with them?
I was shocked, but it worked. I mean, it took a little bit of falling on my butt a little bit just because I was kind of nervous during the sales pitch. But once you get that first client, your confidence is like,
Skyrockets,
yeah.
right?
And then
That's
you
why.
keep getting them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you start building momentum. That's why I always tell my clients, all we need to get you is three clients. Because once you get you three clients, you have conviction, you have confidence, you're excited, you know the system works now, and so
Yeah.
everything takes off from there. So,
Yes.
I just want to say you've been an awesome client of mine, and I'm really really excited to get you to this 20K, 30K months.